we are here today with Byron House. Byron is the first call bass player here in Nashville. He has performed and recorded with many top artists such as Emmylou Harris, the Dixie Chicks, Dolly Parton, Sam Bush, and Nickel Creek. In 2005, he was honored with a Grammy nomination for his work with the Mark O'Connor 30-year Retrospective. Currently, Byron is on tour with Robert Plant. Yeah. So Byron, tell us how you got started playing music.
Well, my parents had a pump organ when I was just a wee lad, and then I got interested in piano after they bought a Hammond organ, which is actually right here behind us.
Cool.
And the guy who set it up played Laura's theme from Dr. Zhivago. And when he left, I sat down and started picking out the beautiful waltz melody, and my parents went, maybe he has some talent.
Sure.
So worked on piano for a while, but soon developed a big interest in string instruments, and the Mel Bay ukulele method soon found its way into my home, and
Cool.
had the little uke, and then the baritone uke, and then the nylon string guitar. Played a few band instruments along the way, and then about the time I was I was 11 years old, I started getting an interest in 5-string banjo, and that became my main instrument for about 6 years, I guess, till I heard Jaco Pastorius, and then just had to pick up. I went down and picked up this fretless bass and started learning his stuff, and had found an upright bass along the way during my 2 years at military school.
Yeah.
And so we had that at the house, and when I was at WKU, Western Kentucky, I got an opportunity to study string-based performance
That's
there as
fantastic.
well. And so, yeah.
Man of many instruments, for sure. Byron, a lot of bass players play primarily acoustic bluegrass or electric, but they really kind of can't do both. But do you make that transition sound so easy and fluid? Tell us your secret.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I grew up loving all kinds of music, really.
Yeah.
But there in Kentucky, you know, I was definitely heard the bluegrass,
Sure.
so that kind of was in my blood, really. And I was a banjo player, as I said, you know, from the time I was 11 till I was about 17.
Yeah.
And still play occasionally. But the bass, I had an opportunity to study upright bass there at the college, you know, and studied classical music. And I think the classical thing bleeds into my electric playing. And also, you know, just when I first started playing banjo, my banjo teacher turned me onto the Woodstock album, Jimi Hendrix Bands of Gypsies, and Mahavishnu Orchestra Birds of Fire. And I was already listening to Led Zeppelin and Robert Plant and John Paul Jones and Jack Cassidy. So I just had such a love for so many different styles. I think it, you know, just informs my, my playing, and I just try to pick the right sound for the song.
Of course. It's great.
Hey, my son Truman's going to help me out on this one, this monk tune called Straight No Chaser.
Well, Byron, tell us about your recording session career here in Nashville and your ability to read music and how that has helped you.
Well, I do get called on occasion to show up and saw away in a legit kind of section, you know, so I'm thrilled that I did learn how to read music, but even though I began to learn that at an early age, I was primarily an ear player till I started going to college. You know, I did well, you know, high school band and things like that along the way. But yeah, it's great. You know, I love it when I go into a session and there's a part there and I go, oh yeah, you know, I know how to do this, you know. So when you know what somebody wants, or you get in a situation where the notated music is there, it's great to be able to deliver, and also to play it with a, you know, kind of the, I guess the heartfelt kind of thing that an ear player does, because I mean that's my first thing that I do is I play by ear, and mostly in Nashville we use the number system for Nashville type music, if you will, or songwriter sessions, Americana records, or different things like that. But the note reading is definitely just, I feel like, helps me be more versatile.
Of course. Well, it's very important that you can do both, and that's very impressive.
Yeah, it helps me.
Well, Byron, currently you are on tour with Robert Plant.
Yes.
Tell us about the variety of material that the band is doing these days.
Well, we're doing quite a few songs off the record, off Band of Joy, and which was just a thrill to have him name the project after the first band he really ever had. You know, it's a special feeling going on in the studio. So there's songs like Angel Dance by Los Lobos. There's a great Townes Van Zandt song called Harm's Swift Way, and just some couple songs by the group Low that are very more kind of dark, and you know, it's neat stuff. But we get to do some Zeppelin numbers too, like Gallows Pole, sort of a rockabilly version of rock and roll, and you know, stuff that he wants to do all the Zeppelin stuff in a style that's really not reminiscent of the way it was originally done, but a Band of Joy style, really. So we have a great time with that. And definitely the spirituals are a big cornerstone of the show too. So 12 Gates to the City, and Wade in the Water, and just some great stuff. And Patty Griffin and Daryl Scott and Buddy Miller all are featured in the show too, on a song of their own, and they're all tremendous artists as well. So, and Marco Giovino's on drums, since I didn't get to mention him, but we just have a great time. It's a great variety of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You can't buy my love. You can't buy my love. No, you can't buy my love. All the money in the world. You can't buy my love.
Hey, I'm going to show you the chorus part to Robert Plant's You Can't Buy My Love from the Band of Joy album. And that repeats throughout the chorus, and basically it just starts with a low and a high A, like, and then do a little rake to the and slide to the E note on the A string, and then G, A, G, E, and then the same thing on the D string. And so
Turning for the people, listen to her scream, bringing in the Georgia mail.
Well, Byron, tell us about how people can contact you and learn more about you.
all right, well, on Facebook you can search Byron House, bass player, and you can find me that way, or go to myspace.com/Byron House, and there you can also find some examples of my strange electronic music, which is a lot of fun.
Cool. Byron, thank you so much for taking the time to explain all this stuff and show us around your wonderful house here in Springfield, Tennessee.
My pleasure. Thanks for asking me. All right.